What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am MLB Chatterbox, aka Christian Court, alongside my buddy Matt here, Matt P. So we're going to talk about, obviously, Trevor Bauer's impact that he's had on the game this past year. Cy Young Award winner, obviously, in 2020 with the Cincinnati Redlegs of the NL. And his kind of impact, not only on the field, but off the field, vlogging his experience, becoming a Cy Young Award winner before our very eyes day to day, and how that has impacted the game in a positive or negative light. We'll see. The point is that we're going to talk about Trevor Bauer and his impact on the game, on and off the field, and really his social media presence. So if you've not seen his YouTube channel, it's Momentum. Also, Trevor Bauer has two YouTube channels, really, but he's really by Momentum. And he kind of vlogged his whole experience during the season, during the COVID season, as he called it. What was it like going through the procedures? You know, vlogging his experience during his season and into free agency, becoming a Cy Young Award free agent, which is pretty interesting, and eventually signing with the Dodgers. So do you think what he did this season by vlogging his experience was a good thing for the game?
I think it was a great thing for the game. Obviously, people wonder what it's like to be an MLB player basically every day. I mean, he got to go through everything an MLB player does and more, really, on and off the field. So what's there not to like about it, in my opinion?
A lot of praise upon him, obviously well-deserved. Best pitcher of the year in the NL. But also, we have seen these type of vlogging YouTubers, ventures by MLB players before, being Carlos Correa, if you did not know, and Alex Bregman, both of the Houston Astros. I believe it was in 2018 after they won their World Series, allegedly. But that short window of time, for me at least, was very entertaining. I did watch Carlos Correa, not really for him, but for his significant other, really. And I also watched Alex Bregman. I mean, being honest here. I also watched Alex Bregman, his short time on YouTube, which was pretty interesting. And for me as a fan, was really cool to see what players were like off the field. I mean, it's very rare, especially for baseball, that you get to see what life is like off the field. It was cool for Correa and Bregman to vlog their experiences, which I believed helped the game. And I don't know about you, did you watch Correa's or Bregman's vlogs at all when they were on YouTube?
I watched a little bit of Bregman's vlogs, but I never got to see any of Correa's, to be honest.
I think, you know, Correa was kind of going for, at the time, like a couples vlog. Bauer was taking it to a new level. Honestly, he has been like the baseball YouTuber god, honestly. And he is doing great things for the game. You know, do you think what he's doing for the game on YouTube and other social media platforms is a good thing for the game? And should baseball encourage other players to do the same thing?
Well, first of all, yes, I think this is a great thing for the game. Obviously, with the whole offseason, going into his free agency, winning the Cy Young previously, before the free agency started, he helped engage a lot of fans in where he was going to go. So he would wear different uniforms and wear different hats and talk to the fan bases on why he should go there. And I think that was great for the offseason as well as the MLB season following the offseason. And obviously, the MLB should encourage these players to get on social media because basketball is all over social media, right? Mm-hmm. You see that all the time. I think the MLB should encourage these players to get on social media. I think it would help the game and grow the game a lot more.
I think he's 100% right on that topic, and especially when it comes to basketball being kind of all over the place, and football for that matter as well. I mean, if you turn on ESPN, whether it's December 14th or, you know, July 14th, 95% of the time you'll see a basketball highlight. It's really disappointing to see a big network like ESPN not promoting our game, and Trevor Bauer notices that. There's no denying that he does, and I feel like a lot of hardcore baseball fans like ourselves understand that there's an obvious bias from the network of ESPN and others.
Christian has taken a similar path in Bauer's, that he wants to help grow the game because he notices there's a problem right there. He notices that.
I do, and that's what I want to do with this channel. I want to help grow the game in a positive light, make it fun and cool again. It is America's game. I think it should be. I think it will always be America's game. And the problem is American networks, such as ESPN and others, ABC, NBC, CBS, are promoting the game. During the season, you see, for ESPN, you'll see them do a Sunday night game for baseball, and you'll see them do a wild card game for the American League, and that's about it. That's the only time you see baseball on a national stage. You're not doing CBS on a national stage. You're not doing NBC on a national stage. They don't have it on ABC. They only have it on Fox and ESPN, and TBS. But other than that, that's about it. And that's a very bad thing. Baseball needs to brand itself like football has, where they're on every single network nationally. But we'll get that into later videos. But I think that's what Bauer's trying to do, and he recognizes that. Do you think Bauer would be this successful on YouTube if he was not the Cy Young Award winner? Do you think him winning the Cy Young helps? Because obviously, you need stars to help promote your game. I mean, he's a star. We know that. He vlogged his whole experience during the free agent process. But do you think he'd be as successful on YouTube if he wasn't as successful on the field?
I will be honest, no, because would the fans have really watched all these offseason videos if it weren't for him winning the Cy Young and him engaging with fans and everything? And if he performed that great during the season, they're obviously going to want to watch that. And that's just my opinion here.
Now, do you think this is interesting? And Bauer has said this on record, that when he was looking at his free agency, he was looking to go to big markets because he knows the media market in these big cities, such as New York, such as Chicago, such as LA, such as San Diego to kind of a degree, Miami, even though there probably weren't players. But do you think that was a good move by Bauer, going to a big media market?
Yes, I do believe so. He's going to grow his channel a lot more, and obviously it's going to help the game as well.
Do you think him being on the West Coast hurts? Because we have heard of East Coast bias. Now, I always say, oh, if Mike Trout was on the Yankees, 10 times more publicity. Now, again, Bauer was on the Indians and the Reds, both in Ohio, both small market teams, but again, on the East Coast-ish. So, do you think him going to a West Coast team hurts a little bit on the publicity thing? Or do you think it doesn't matter?
It only matters if he makes it matter. I mean, people like to consider him cocky, and if that's the persona he's going to show LA, then yeah, it's going to be a problem, or at least in the public eye will be a problem, but if he doesn't, then no one's really going to care, is the thing.
I think that him being in LA obviously is a great move. It doesn't matter where I think a big market helps, 110%. I think him going to LA is a great idea. Big market, he loves the Dodgers as a kid, grew up in Southern California. I think it's great. And the next question is, do you think other players, who are not maybe a Cy Young Award winner or an MVP or a Silver Slugger, should make YouTube videos and be on social media like Bauer? Do you think it'd be okay for a guy, I don't know, again, no disrespect when I say this name, such as a guy like Byron Buxton on the Twins, creating a YouTube channel, or a guy like Trevor Story on the Rockies? Do you think if guys like that, who are not in big markets and aren't these superstar players, make social media accounts and make YouTube channels and YouTube videos and whatever, do you think that's a good thing for the game, or do you think you kind of want the superstars to do it?
I mean, I want anyone to do it, honestly. People want to see these behind the scenes regardless of who it is. I mean, sure, it does rack up more views and you have more recognition, you're going to get more subscribers or whatever, but I think people still want to see these things, and eventually it'll help grow the game. They might take a lot longer than someone like Trevor Bauer, obviously. That's just how it's going to be, but it will help.
Trevor Bauer is not only unique on the field, but off the field, what he does on YouTube, and kind of his agent that he has, Rachel Luba, if you not know who she is. She's with Luba Sports, a sports agency she's created. She's one of the few female agents in professional baseball. And I don't know if she's the only one of very few, if any, in professional baseball being a female agent for a big star like this. And she got him a good contract, the highest AAV in professional baseball history. Not a large contract when it comes to years, but a large contract when it comes to money. Now, aside of her getting him the big deal, what do you think about her being in his vlogs? I mean, I like it. I like it a lot, her being in his vlogs. And it's always funny when people ask him the question, why did you pick Luba Sports? Is it because she's a woman? Things of that nature. Obviously, that will come up because it's a male-dominant industry. We all know that. It's no secret. But her being a female, for me, is irrelevant. Because, in not a bad way, but in a good way, because it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl, if you're trying to be in this industry. I think it's for everybody. Do you think her being in the vlogs helps in the sense of growing the game for not only males, young males, but also young females into softball or even baseball for that matter? Do you think it's good for her being in the vlogs?
Yeah, I think it encourages more people to get involved in these behind-the-scenes areas, whether it be like agency or whatever it may be. I think it's very intelligent. I love that she's there. And yes, obviously it's going to encourage more women to get involved in MLB, which is great because they don't know, a lot of them don't know if they can really have a role in there, but they do. And that's what she's trying to prove. And she does a great job at that.
Alrighty, next question for you, Matt. With Bauer and Luba kind of being together now, I mean, whether it's something more or something less, are they baseball's new power couple? Have they debunked Justin Verlander and Kate Upton?
I mean, yeah, we see them the most making the headlines. I mean, with this signing, she was in the headline as well. And you see them all the time during the vlog. They're like on vacations together. They have to be.
They have to be somewhat of a couple, whether it's just business or it's pleasure as well.
It's just what the public eye wants to see. I mean, let's be honest.
We want to see it. I mean, we love it. I mean, nothing negative here.
Nothing
we
at all.
love it. If it is, great. If it's not, hey, it's cool as well.
I honestly think it's going to help grow Bauer's channel as well when they realize, or maybe they believe it's a couple. Power couple channels are huge on YouTube. You know that.
100%. I think they'll be baseball's new power couple. That's what I'm dubbing them right now. Baseball's new power couple. Trevor Bauer and Rachel Luba are a perfect match for MLB and the sport of baseball. So yeah, I think this is going to be great. Do you think him having the camera around in spring training during the season, do you think players will gravitate towards that? Or do you think they'd be like, okay, dude, relax. We get you're the Cy Young, but don't be Mr. Hollywood here just yet.
You know, people like to say the big players have big egos, so maybe they won't want to be on camera so much, but maybe some of the smaller players, like, I don't know, Joe Kelly would want to get in on the vlog action.
Oh, yeah.
Bauer, especially the free Joe Kelly movement that he did.
And again, here's another thing. For Bauer, with his vlogs during his free agency, he was a troller. Was that good or was that bad that he did the trolling thing?
It was great for the game, honestly. He got all the fan bases invested into the offseason, which most people don't really care about. So if you're going to be that invested in the offseason, you're going to be all the way invested up into the MLB season when he finally plays.
Now, I know a guy like Philly's Hot Stove, which I much respect for Philly's Hot Stove. I love his content. Philly's Hot Stove, for example, go check him out, Luke. He did not like that. I personally like it. I don't care. Maybe it's annoying to some. I like it.
I enjoyed it.
I loved it. I mean, this is great. Promoting a game like this because baseball does not have the balls to do that.
It keeps you on your seat every day. Where is he going to sign? You have no idea.
You have no idea. One day it could be the Mets. One day it could be the Yankees. It could be the Dodgers. It could be the Astros. It could be the Angels. You just never knew. And I think that's great, him using Twitter in a positive light, which is very rare in this day and age. But I think this is great for what Bauer is doing. And I really hope he continues his vlogs in L.A., the entertainment capital of the world. So I think this is going to be great for him in L.A. And predictions for the Dodgers real quick by you. Where do you think they'll end up in the 2021 season?
I think they may make it to the LCS. I don't see them going back to the World Series and winning it. I don't honestly do, but they will still be in first place by the end of this season.
Will Bauer opt out after year one?
I think he may opt out after year two because he probably still believes that the Dodgers will have the best chance of winning a championship. But I think he'll personally do it just to get more fans involved in baseball, as he did with this offseason.
Yeah, I could see him doing that. Again, a troller for life. I love it. But yeah, guys, that's really all we got to say for Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer, we love you. We're very happy for you that you are in La La Land, Los Angeles, the Dodgers organization. And yeah, hopefully you win a World Series so you can vlog that experience as well. So yeah, guys, hope you guys liked the video. As always, guys, like, comment, and subscribe if you have not subscribed, guys. And as always, we will catch you later.